Your life, your world, your news. This is 69 News Berks Edition, live at 10:30.
His ability to run faster and further than most, and his mental commitment on getting the job done made him stand out.
We are remembering Berks County Sheriff's Deputy Kyle Paggerly tonight, a man who dedicated his life to helping others. The emotion-charged observances began with this procession from West Reading to Reading this morning, where a special ceremony was held for Deputy Paggerly. They say he was a man who pursued justice, and he paid the ultimate sacrifice.
And for that, thousands turned out to say thank you and goodbye to Berks County Sheriff's Deputy Kyle Paggerly. WFMZ's Dwayne Parker is live now in our Berks studio with more on today's service. Dwayne.
Good evening, Rob and Wendy. Deputy Paggerly is being described as a man who always put others first, and people who paid their respects today say they want to make sure that legacy lives on.
Oh, Danny Boy.
As the sounds of Danny Boy floated through the Sovereign Center, family, friends, and co-workers mourned the loss of 28-year-old Sheriff's Deputy Kyle Paggerly.
God is still with us, and we can face the times of sorrow.
Many say Deputy Paggerly had a bright future, but sadly he was gunned down last Wednesday while serving an arrest warrant in Albany Township, Berks County. Just hours before his last assignment, Paggerly spoke with Berks County Sheriff Eric Weekneck about starting a program with the Boy Scouts for youth interested in becoming law enforcement officers. Paggerly will not be here to see the results of his hard work, but organizers say the program will be named after him to remind everyone of his dedication.
And if just a small percentage follow in his footsteps, Berks County will benefit greatly.
On that last tragic assignment, Deputy Paggerly's K-9 Jinx was with him till the end. Many say their bond was special.
They were a force to be reckoned with. How fitting and wonderful it is that Jinx will continue to be part of the Paggerly family.
Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett expressed his gratitude to the family personally and then stood solemnly before Deputy Paggerly's casket. The U.S. Marshal Service also remembered Paggerly's contribution on that fatal night.
But when he come and all the flowers are dying.
For 6 years, Deputy Paggerly fought for the safety of our streets and the protection of our children. He is an American hero.
Now, the Berks County Sheriff Eric Weekneck said that Deputy Paggerly, without question, was a dedicated public servant all the way till the end. Rob.
All right, Dwayne, thanks very much. Also at Deputy Paggerly's memorial service today, a high honor for his K-9 partner, Jinx. Jinx was presented with the Berks County Sheriff's Department's Medal of Honor. Officials say Jinx showed incredible bravery on the night Paggerly was killed.
Deputy Jinx's attempt to pull Deputy Paggerly to safety was a valiant effort that demonstrated the love and devotion he had for his partner.
Chief Deputy DeMoore also said there's no doubt that Jinx's actions that fateful night saved the lives of other law enforcement officials. Jinx is now retired and is living with Paggerly's widow, Alicia. More than 200 of Deputy Paggerly's fellow K-9 officers from across the country turned out to show support this morning. Each officer and his K-9 partner filed into the Sovereign Center and made the solemn walk past the casket and by the Paggerly family.
Same thing could happen to any one of us any day of the week, so it's just the right thing to do.
It's not very often that a fellow K-9 officer goes down, and we're close enough that this is the least we could do to show our respect.
There were so many there today. Volunteers had hundreds of gallons of water on hand to keep the dogs cool.
Hundreds of vehicles were part of a procession that escorted Deputy Paggerly's body after that memorial service. People lined the streets as the procession made its way through an American flag at South 4th and Franklin Streets in Reading. Continued to Lancaster Avenue, Route 724, and ended at the Spring Township Fire Department, where Deputy Paggerly had been a volunteer.
At the fire department there was another memorial service for Paggerly, who served as a lieutenant in Spring Township.
It was a more intimate setting than the Sovereign Center, but there were still hundreds of people on hand. WFMZ's Pam Cunningham is live now outside the Spring Township Fire Department with more. Pam.
Rob and Wendy, tonight the Township of Spring Volunteer Fire Station looks very different than it did this afternoon. Paggerly was a hero to so many in Berks County. When his family arrived, they brought his partner and fellow hero.
If it wasn't for Kyle and if it wasn't for Jinx, there'd be a lot more people we'd be burying today.
The Berks County Sheriff's Honor Guard carried their brother out for the memorial service. It was an emotional day for them, but they knew they had to do it for Kyle.
He would have been real upset if we wouldn't have pulled this off. He took so much pride in the Honor Guard. He took so much pride in the department.
Let us pray.
The chaplain, who spent hours counseling Paggerly's fellow officers, offered Paggerly's final rites.
For as much as the spirit of this loved one has departed, with cherished memories, we therefore commit this body to its resting place.
Hey! Hey!
Paggerly's parents mourned for their son, as did his wife Alicia, as she was handed the flag that draped his casket.
Because of his sacrifice and because of his dedication and commitment to his friends and to his deputies, it was an honor to do that. Hard, but it was an honor.
Kyle was part of a brotherhood, and that's the fire service, and we all feel like we lost a brother, and that's why we felt it was important to help share the ceremony of his life.
They were honored to work with him and to say goodbye to him.
His final ride to visit his grandmother's grave and his last response on a fire engine, and then he and the fire engine will be taken out of service.
The flag here is still at half-staff in honor of Lieutenant, Deputy, and Veteran Paggerly. Reporting live in Spring Township, Pam Cunningham, 69 News.
All right, thank you, Pam. Several fundraisers are planned to help Deputy Paggerly's family. A car wash and bake sale are set for Friday at the Sinking Spring Playground on Evans Avenue. Volunteers will be cleaning cars and selling treats from 9:30 in the morning until at least 1:30 in the afternoon. And Texas Roadhouse in Spring Township is putting together a diaper drive for Kyle's unborn child. It begins July 20th and runs through July 27th. The restaurant will also donate 10% of proceeds from food sales on Thursday night, July 28th, to the Paggerly family. Well, another way you can help Deputy Paggerly's family is by donating to a fund that's been set up. Contributions can be sent to the Berks County Sheriff's Department. The address is 633 Court Street, Reading, Pennsylvania, 19601. Donations are also being accepted at all Wawa stores in Berks County through Sunday. And for more on the life of Deputy Kyle Paggerly and his memorial service, you can head to our website, WFMZ.com. There you'll also find a slideshow of Paggerly and his K-9 partner Jinx, past stories we've done on Paggerly, and a link to the Officer Down Memorial website where you can leave condolences.
And there is more to come tonight on the Berks Edition.
We'll have a wrap-up of all the day's business news in the Bloomberg After the Bell report.
And we'll have new details about a standoff that ended with the suspect in a Montgomery County shooting rampage dead, and the man who lives in this house where the standoff happened is speaking out. That story coming up, and Ed's working on your forecast.
81 degrees outside. This is a steamy evening, no doubt about that. Humidity levels will remain up there. We'll tell you more about it. We desperately need rain. 6-day forecast coming up.